Welcome to Columbia County Connect for this Friday. What is this, Pam? The 18th?
It is.
This is 1 week from Christmas.
Yes.
Merry Christmas to all of you out there. This is our last Columbia County Connect for this year. And remember, we'll be going to Wednesday starting January the 6th. We're going to open up with some answers to questions that we had over the last 2 weeks concerning the Sheriff's Department. We have a nice lady that wrote in with several questions. I think, Pam, you've answered a couple of them already. Then we're going to have a conversation with Mayor Bobby Culpepper of Harlem and his city manager, Jason Risner, who will be on in a few minutes, about the new Harlem Library. Had a question come in, what recommendation would you give citizens to become more aware? What should you watch for, and who should we contact when we witness suspicious activity? And would there be repercussions for reporting a claim that turns out to be false? Well, thanks to Steve Marsh of the Sheriff's Department, the sheriff was tied up today. Steve writes and says, first and foremost, we encourage citizens to secure their vehicles at all times, home or away, and lower your garage doors. While out and about shopping, do so in groups. Criminals are searching for easy opportunities and soft targets so as to make it as difficult so you make it as difficult as possible for them. Report any suspicious activity to the non-emergency number in Columbia County, 706-541-2800, or 911 if necessary. You can also text 911, I believe, Pam.
Yes.
And trust your instincts. If you're wrong, there's no repercussions at all. Better safe than sorry, so remember that. The next question was, police have been under a great deal of scrutiny in the media as of late. I have all the faith in the world in our officers, and we do too. We got a great Sheriff's Department. But also have a great concern that officers may pause to take necessary action in fear of lawsuits or prosecution. Can you speak to this? And Steve comes back and said, this may be true in other jurisdictions, but our deputies know if they react as they have been trained and have followed established policies and procedures, their action will be supported 100%. And I don't know that we had any misconduct of Columbia County Sheriff's deputies or anything, have we? Do you recall any?
Nope.
There was an earlier question. With the many random shooting events occurring as of late, the most recent being in San Bernardino, what has Columbia County done to prepare and prevent such occurrences in our fine cities? Well, actually in our fine county and our two cities. The sheriff declined very respectfully to tell us what our preparations are, but they have made some changes. There's much more scrutiny, but he said he didn't want to make anybody that might be doing anything aware of what the preventative measures might be. So I think that was very well placed. Pam, first off, we're going to talk about safety at Christmas. We had the fire department on before and talked about the dangers of cooking and some things associated with Christmas trees and decorations. So what have you got for the people?
Yeah, a couple of reminders. A lot of people already know this, but if you have a live Christmas tree, check your water every single day. If you have a pet, they may be drinking out of it. That's going to make it go away. It's going to evaporate. Keep your tree very hydrated. Make sure your tree is not near your fireplace, as pretty as that may be. Make sure you don't have candles near it or heating sources. Make sure that your tree is away from all of those sources. Also, Christmas tree recycling whenever after Christmas, whenever you get ready to get rid of your tree, there's other options too. But Columbia County, Jenny Henson, in fact, has a program every year called Bring One for the Chipper. And if you bring your tree to the Home Depot right over here in Evans on January 9th between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m., they will chop them up into mulch, and then they will give away free mulch as long as it lasts. So you can actually get some pretty mulch for your yard. Also, Christmas lights, I guess the biggest thing with that is just be sure they're all off before you go to bed, or if you have to leave the house. I know they're pretty and you work hard to put them in the yard, but don't leave them plugged in. Go ahead and unplug your lights. It's just an extra safety precaution. Candles, wow, 'tis the season. This is probably the biggest risk we have during Christmas are candles. You need to make sure when you burn candles, they're at least 12 inches away from any other source of packages or decorations. A lot of times you put greenery and you have candles in them and you want to burn them, and that's beautiful, but it is so dangerous. And don't go to bed, don't leave the house, don't leave the room with candles burning. They have those beautiful battery operated candles now that are just perfect, that you can use, and they give you the same ambiance and the beauty. So that's another option that you may want to go with.
Pam, is there any danger of pets knocking candles over and starting fire?
Children, pets, humans,
Oh.
yes. And a lot of times you'll have a candle burning and it will be isolated, but then you may have, something blowing, wind, or you have the door open, or something's blowing that flame. So this is actually, Christmas is the peak season for candles causing fires. And can you imagine how devastating fires? If you do use them. And then lastly, just be sure you have smoke alarms. I know it's talked about. I don't think we can say it enough. They need to be working. You may have one on the wall and maybe the battery's dead, maybe it's not working, something's malfunctioned in the wiring or whatever.
It'll tell you if it's not working.
Yes, it'll beep. But a lot of people ignore it, but do test it.
I take a hammer to them every once in a while.
When you're burning toast. But just the whole thing is about having big family love, remembering the reason for the season, and just being safe so that everybody is happy and does have a very Merry Christmas.
You like Christmas?
I love it. My birthday is December 22nd, so it's extra special to me every year. It's all in one big bundle. So
You never get a birthday present.
My family does really good by me. I feel bad for them because they do make it special, and I know it's extra work for them, but they really do. I've never, and when you have milestone birthdays, they are not as significant to you because they're close to Christmas. You're thinking more on Christmas. So Tuesday I'm turning 60 years old, and I'm very happy about that. I have a lot of friends that never made it to that. So I'm very happy about that.
When did you get old?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
You like Christmas?
I love Christmas. Absolutely. I love the reason for Christmas.
Absolutely.
Why do you think it is that so many people get depressed during the Christmas season? And I think I've read where the highest suicide rate is mid to late December.
Lost loved ones, mostly. Loneliness. Not somebody in their life at that time, but lost loved ones. I mean, I've caught myself 2 or 3 times over the last couple of weeks having tears thinking about my dad. It's been many years, but at Christmas, for some reason, all those memories rush back from those years when they were there. So it can be a very sad time, and we need to remember that too. It's not happy for everybody.
What would you tell people, or what advice for those that kind of feel down during December? Get involved, go out, see some friends, get out and get involved.
That's the biggest thing. Get with other people. If you get invited to a holiday party, go be with people. Go to the Lights of the South. Go to things that are happy and bright. And a lot of the churches have special programs with Christmas songs. Go to those. Feel the spirit, and you can make yourself feel better.
Absolutely.
It's not about the gifts.
You found
Still
your
having
music.
trouble with this. You know who this is?
Not yet. You?
You remember a song way, way back called Green Onions?
I do.
Who did that?
Oh my goodness.
Come on, Bobby.
I can't. I'm not good at remembering those kind of things.
That's Booker T and the MG.
Oh,
Okay,
I should have
all right.
known that.
Their Christmas album.
Love them.
I think that song was in the cloud, and it took it a little while to get out of the cloud.
It had to rain.
It was up in there somewhere. Should have asked Kaylee or some of the ladies, they'd have picked it up right quick.
That's right.
Yes.
I always loved this album. It was a really good Christmas album. It's not near as old as I am, but it's fairly close. All right, Pam, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
You do
Mr.
such a
Chairman.
great job for the county, and you got so many contacts and people. You mentioned Pam Tucker. I know Pam Tucker. She sent me this email, or she warns me of everything bad that's coming. So hope you have a great
Thank
Christmas.
you so very much. Thank you, Mayor Culpepper. See y'all
Being
later.
with you, as always.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
We bring over Jason Risner. Is he the worker in Harlem? Is he the guy that
He's
gets
the man
things
that gets the things done,
Gets things done?
absolutely.
Jason, welcome to Connect.
Thank you for having me.
We're going to have a new library in Harlem. We've been working on the plans. I think we have some plans to show. Kelly, what have you got? Have you got a picture of the building? You can't see it on there, Jason, but it shows up on her monitor over here. Now, this is going to be right in the middle of downtown, Mr. Mayor. Right, I guess you'll go in looking, if you're in the main street out there and the theater's on your right, you'll look right down the promenade to the library.
That's correct. And we are truly excited about it. In addition to a wonderful library that the city supports and needs and enjoys, that we're creating is going to be huge for Harlem. I'm convinced of that, and I think more and more people, as they're seeing the plans, are getting excited about it. And so it's going to be a major effect for Harlem for a long time to come.
Jason, you've got a Columbia County system or Greater Clark Hill system, library system in Harlem. Tell us what was the need for a new facility?
Well, I think the current library has served its purpose very well. It gets lots of use.
But it's in a house.
It's in an old house, and I think over time the weight of the books and all the foot traffic has just gotten to be a little bit more than the facility could stand. And I know the county has done some substantial repair projects there to the foundation and those supports over the last number of years, but I think Harlem is growing. That area is growing, and we've just kind of outgrown it.
I've been there several times, and it gets kind of cramped in there when you got many people.
Absolutely.
You got some figures there, what is going on in that house, Molly? What's been the traffic up there?
Well, the circulation is 31,251.
That's a lot of books and stuff going in and out.
It is. For computer use, 3441, and Wi-Fi usage is 1,800. There's very seldom that you pass, you don't see a kid sitting on the front porch with his laptop.
Great.
They love that. Number of patrons registered, 2,797, and
Well, that's more than people that live in Harlem.
slightly.
Get a few people from outside the city limits. I guess.
Absolutely.
Well, that's good.
And we probably are that now.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we have a lot of people that love the library.
As part of this design, we're incorporating a meeting space upstairs. And of course, you've been involved in the design, as well as Mary Lynn Maynor, who heads up the Greater Clark Hill Library Association and the Columbia County Library System. And if you got any plans for this, I think you'd be able to have social functions up there, civic functions. If you looked forward enough to see what you might be doing up there?
No, not to identify groups that might be using it.
But it'll be available for
It will be available, and also I'm not sure that people know they have great programs during the summer, youth programs.
Yeah.
And I've spoken with one of the presenters that I've been supporting there for years, and he's excited about having all that space available to them. So
Well, it's designed so that it's got its own exit and entrance, and you don't have to go through the library space that's on the first floor. And of course, the first floor is divided up, as most large libraries are, in teen and children, adults, a lot of open space. You can't isolate the second floor easily without interfering with what's going on the first floor. The theater, we went through that one time. We were up there walking around looking at the site. You've redone the facade on the theater.
Right.
You gonna try to do anything on the inside and put it back in use, or what's your thinking on that?
Well, we've still got plans to renovate the interior there. It's maybe $1 million or $1.5 million worth of work. Through time, it was built out as retail space, and the floor was poured flat, and so there's still a good bit of work that needs to be done in there. But I think we've got the library coming right there next door, and if we can get the theater back up and running as a just sort of a multi-purpose performing arts type facility, and just create a lot of buzz downtown and get a lot of people there, and that'll help the merchants we have, help attract others, and I think both could work well together, and we still want to work towards getting the theater renovated.
I think having a small entertainment venue there, you maybe even show a classic film on occasion. It'd be just a kind of low price little gathering for the people. I think that'd be really neat in your downtown.
Yeah, we do too. We think it would. And it could very well take on other uses. You never know, I guess, as the county can recognize, when you build something like this, you never really know how it's going to be used and what direction. I assume you found that to be true with your...
Very, very much so, and I think
Yeah.
the high school there, the drama club and the glee clubs and stuff from the high school would love to come to a different venue just to do a small concert or a play.
Absolutely.
That we hope that'll happen with our cultural center that'll be here, because outside of the cultural center, we have a little outdoor stage. And I know in other cities, groups get together on Saturday mornings and come do a scene of a play or something, just as a different type activity. You got any other big plans going on in Harlem?
Well, we're seeing growth right now, and I think that's the library is exciting, and the timing of it is just perfect.
Good.
We've got a recently established urban redevelopment authority that's focusing on our downtown. We've got an urban redevelopment plan that's been adopted, and we've got a great board put together that's going to start working towards the goals laid out in that plan, and just with the growth coming associated with Fort Gordon, our proximity to the base, lots of things are just coming together at once, and I think it's really an exciting time for us. And we are starting to see more inquiries from businesses that want to locate downtown and are interested in some of the older buildings there and restoring them, and just breathing some new life into the downtown.
You had some bad luck with the weather on your Oliver Hardy Festival, didn't you?
Terrible.
I was
First
sad to
time
see
in
that.
27 years we've had to
Oh, really?
cancel it. Yeah. But we've been so blessed in the past with such good weather.
Yeah.
We dare not complain, but we are looking forward to next year.
Well, that's a fun time. What do you have, 25, 30,000 people come through Harlem, vendors and...
That's what it's been estimated, and over 400 vendors, I think. So it's usually a great time, and everybody looks forward to it.
Yeah, that's a real festive day. I enjoyed coming up there the times I've been to it. We'll answer one question that somebody has called in the past. Why are we doing a library in Harlem and not one in the city of Grovetown? Well, it really is very simple. There is a Columbia County branch already in Harlem that is not adequate for the growing needs and what is up there. And so this is a replacement for that. And maybe one day there will be one in the city limits of Grovetown, but they have access to the Uchi Creek Library there that's not very far. And of course that may be something that Grovetown would like to look at their next SPOS program is to work on that. So, and Grovetown is growing also. They've got a lot of things going there. Just that entire corridor down Herbert Farm Road, Lewiston Road, all the way into Grovetown, spread out back to Fort Gordon,
Yeah,
on over to Harlem is tremendous growth for the county.
right.
Well, I appreciate y'all coming in and talking about that. This project will be bid on January the 28th, and hopefully it'll be under construction by early spring. And I would imagine this project, Bobby, what do you think, Jason, maybe 16, 18 months? Probably.
That's what we have heard estimated.
So that'll let you work some other things concurrent with the construction of the
Absolutely.
library in the downtown area.
And the excitement it has created in the downtown, and there hadn't even been a shovel
Yeah,
put in the ground. Once that starts, I think it's really going to be, people are going to really understand and realize the significance of it. So,
a lot of things going on in Columbia County, aren't
absolutely.
just continues to come about and grow, and we're very thankful.
Very
For that.
blessed. We surely are.
Anything else to add to our little session this morning?
Nothing I can think of.
Well, again, thank y'all for being here. Thank those that's watched. Thank those that will watch on other avenues in the future. I think we are on the county website, or will be, and Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and Periscope and maybe anywhere else you might stumble on. I think she's put on the screen where you can send your questions or comments about our program. We do wish that you'll be safe during the holidays. We'll have Christmas, and then we'll go right into New Year's, and then we'll get back to the routine of work. Remember, we'll be back here on a Wednesday now, the first Wednesday of January the 6th. So Merry Christmas to all of you, and certainly have a Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Good job, guys. Appreciate